Hello and welcome to the second half of our Quiz Bowl 2011 broadcast, brought to you today by AETN. I'm your hostess, Evangeline Parker, and I'm truly honored and happy to be here with you. This afternoon, we will be seeing the final matches for the 6A, 1A, and 2A conferences. Returning this afternoon is my good friend Bill Davis. Bill is going to be our commentator. Bill, give us a highlight of what we can expect this afternoon.
You know, earlier this morning we had several teams that were their first time here. They were rookie teams. The two teams we're going to watch right now are just the opposite of that. They're vintage teams. They're well coached. Not that the rookie teams are not well coached, but these teams have been around the block 5 or 6 times. We're probably going to see a very exciting match. Okay. Very exciting.
Now, we did have a technical difficulty earlier in the match, but I've been told that we have that fixed and we're ready to go. Everybody has a buzzer.
Yes, we've got some technicians here at AETN, and they might notice a different color on one of the buzzers, but guess what? It works and works well. So we've got that problem solved.
Okay, and so, Bill, what will be the key to winning the match this time around?
You got to answer most of the questions.
That's always good.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, any calmness coming into play, taking risks coming into play?
Absolutely. And as we said earlier this morning, there are a lot of students that we don't see in front of the camera that are playing a big role back behind the camera. And that's those students that are researching each of the questions.
Wow. So what advice are you going to give to the teams right now?
Well, I would just say wait till the questions come and be patient and be calm. And I might make mention of this too. One of the coaches that we're going to see in action now has been a quiz bowler in the past. Watch Benton's team. They've got a young coach. He's going to be, I'm going to watch him. I want to see how he does this because he's following somebody that was really a legend, Linda Miller.
Okay. All right, legend. Okay.
Yes.
Well, Bill, I think we're going to get started. Are we ready? We're going to let you go and get ready so you can do some more commentating a little bit later. Thank you, Bill. Before we get started, we're going to introduce our judges for the afternoon matches. From left to right, we have Barry Burns serving as the head judge, Sammy Benjamin, and Shirley Campbell. The all-tournament team and MVP judges are Carolyn Schry and Rick Clow. Our game scorekeepers are Sandra Elliott, and our timekeeper is Janet Buford. Remember, you can also watch this broadcast live online at www.arquizbowl.org. At this time, we'd like to recognize the 6A Conference 3rd and 4th place winners. A special congratulations to Searcy, who placed 3rd, and Van Buren, who placed 4th. Now we're ready to introduce the teams for our 6A Conference Championship match between Benton and Parkview. Starting with Benton, we have Ryan Malaby, a sophomore, Eli Nahus, a senior, Alex Shell, a sophomore, Eric Emmons, a junior. Their alternate is Vakash Patel, a junior. And they are coached by Brian West, and that is Benton. And now to Parkview, we have Alex Smith, a junior. Their captain is Jake Kimberly, a senior. Josh Young, a senior. Chris Altimer, a senior. Their alternates are Laura Yoder, a junior. Katie Edwards, a senior, Ryan Nakamoto, a senior, Carrie Richmond, a junior, Danica Ordonez, a sophomore, Robert Rogers, a junior, and Brian Strigel, a junior. Their coaches are Judy Warren, Pamela Crane, and Douglas Hammond. Let's hear it for Parkview. I'd like to wish both teams the best of luck, and now I'm going to turn it over to our quiz master, Catherine Hayes. Catherine, take it away.
All right. Well, welcome Benton and Parkview, and I am glad that we have a new buzzer right here. We had teams that were very sportsmanlike in doing it, but it's a lot easier to have your own buzzer to buzz in on. Well, good luck to both teams, and we'll start with the first question of the first quarter. What name is given to the temperature and pressure at which all three, Benton, Eli?
Triple point?
Yes. And what happens? All three what?
States of matter,
That's
gas,
right.
liquid, solid.
They're in equilibrium. Very good. Number 2, Nadia Comaneci earned a perfect 10 in 2 events at the 1976 Olympic Games. Now, one event was the uneven Benton. Alex?
The balance beam?
Yes.
Nice.
Good anticipation there. Number 3, the pituitary gland is known as the master gland because it controls the release of hormones from other glands. However, a nearby gland controls the pituitary gland. Name this gland. Parkview, Jake.
The pineal gland?
No. Benton? Eli?
The endocrine gland.
The hypothalamus. Okay, we're going to go to a math question. You to simplify the expression, the quantity of x squared minus x minus 6 divided by the quantity x squared minus 6x plus 9. Benton, Ryan.
The quantity x plus 2 divided by the quantity x minus 3.
Yes. Very good. What is the economic term for the sector of the economy that's composed of business and Parkview, Chris?
A private sector?
Yes. The United Kingdom is divided into 4 regions. Which of these regions has the largest land area? Benton, Ryan?
England?
Yes. Number 7. On what material were Scrimshaw engravings? Parkview, Jake?
Bone?
More specific, please.
Whalebone?
Yes. Math question. How many ways can you select a team of Quiz Bowl starters from a team of 8 players? Benton, Ryan?
1,680?
No.
That sounds...
Jake?
64?
Close, but it was 70. 70. It was 8 factorial over 4 factorial times 4 factorial.
Right.
Okay. All right, number 9. What is the antecedent of the pronoun in the following sentence? Each girl on the volleyball team had Benton, Eli?
Girl.
Yes. Very good. Number 10. How does the word friendly function in the following sentence? The child eagerly petted the friendly dog. Benton, Alex?
Adjective?
Yes. And it modifies what?
Dog?
Yep. Well, got to make sure y'all know your English here. Number 11. What law states that within certain limits, strain is directly proportional to stress? Parkview, Jake.
Young's Law?
No. Benton? Call time. I have Hooke's Law.
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes known as the Age of Reason, this intellectual movement, Benton, Eli?
Enlightenment.
No. Of the late 17th and 18th centuries celebrated human reason. What is this product of natural rights philosophy called? Parkview, Jake?
Humanism?
No. I have Age of Enlightenment. Okay. Number 13. By what name do we know the civil rights activists who rode interstate buses in the summer? Parkview, Chris?
Freedom Riders?
Yes. Number 14. This part of a comet begins to glow as it, Parkview, Jake?
The coma?
Yes, as it approaches what?
The Earth's atmosphere?
And the sun, right. Number 15. What is the name for information that automatically prints at the bottom of every page of a computer-generated document called? Benton, Eli?
Footer.
Yes. Which of the trigonometric ratios has 3 accepted double angle formulas? Parkview, Jake?
Sine?
No. Benton, Eli?
Tangent.
The one you didn't say, cosine. Cosine. All right, number 17. This American poet lived a rather secluded life. Benton, Alex?
Emily Dickinson?
Very good.
Well done.
Wow.
In what semi-autobiographical D.H. Lawrence novel, Parkview, Jake?
Lady Chatterley's Lover?
No. Does artist Paul Morell's love for his mother overshadow his romances? Benton, Alex?
Sons and Lovers?
Yes. Number 19. What 1954 battle, which took place in present-day Vietnam, led to the French Parkview, Jake?
Dien Bien Phu.
Yes. And last question of the first quarter, country music star Shania Twain hit it big as a crossover artist with her album, Come On Over. On one of the hits, she rattles off a list of things, Benton, Eli?
Feel like a woman.
No, that won't keep her warm at night. Name the song. Answer? Call time. It's That Don't Impress Me Much. Are y'all not country western listeners much? No. Okay, well. All right, that's the conclusion of the first quarter of play. Are there any challenges, coaches? Sir?
Enlightenment question, did they prompt or anything?
I did not prompt on that, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to check.
Okay, we will have a challenge by Benton.
Okay, Bill, we do have a challenge, and let's talk about how they're handling it.
Okay, what we're doing here is the coach that I just mentioned a minute ago to see if he would be able to fill somebody's shoes, he's doing just that. He's going to challenge because it's the turning of 10 points here. And I'm not sure how the challenge is going to be addressed, but the answer that was given was part of an answer. It wasn't the complete answer. And the judges will have to determine if that part was enough to explain the whole answer that was in that particular question. That comes up a lot of times, and this is really a difficult one to call because now this question was thrown back to the other team. They did not answer it, so it won't be a case of subtracting points. It'll just be a case of adding points. And right now, you can tell both these teams are pretty even. I mean, you got both teams hitting and doing well. There's a very good chance that this match is going to tighten up. So if you're a good coach at the very beginning, sure, you're going to dive in there and say, hey, you know, I'm going to take every 10 points I can get.
So can you tell if the teams have reached their flow yet, if they've gotten into it?
Not yet, they haven't, and this might be because they just got through eating. Sometimes that's hard on students. When you just get through eating, you kind of want to calm down.
Okay. All right. We're ready to go back to the match.
All right. Our judges have reached a decision on the challenge issued. Barry?
On the question about you got as far as sometimes known as the age of a reason, and Benton buzzed in and said enlightenment, and we will accept that answer and award 10 points to Benton.
Okay. All right. Okay, then. The final score of the first quarter, Benton with 100, Parkview with 50. Do we have any substitutions? No? No substitutions? Okay. Second quarter of play, Eli and Jake are the captains. Your first question is going to be a science computation. On planet X, the path of a certain projectile follows the equation y equals negative 7x squared plus 10x plus 100. What is the gravitational acceleration in standard SI units for planet X? Benton, Eli.
Negative 14 meters per second squared.
No. Parkview, Jake.
Negative 7 meters per second squared.
Okay. No. As I understand the way it was explained to me, that it was positive 14 meters per second squared. That you don't give it as a negative. I don't understand the science involved, but
That's okay.
that's what I have here, 14.
All right.
Okay, number 22. All of the following events occurred during the administration of which U.S. president? Panama Canal opened. The FTC was established. And the U.S. entered World War I. Parkview, Jake.
Wilson.
Yes. Okay, Parkview. Okay, I don't know if this will be interesting or not. You have ballet.
All right.
You are to identify the following ballet terms from a brief description. First one, the principal female dancer in a ballet company.
Prima ballerina. Prima ballerina.
That's correct, yes. Position in which the body is balanced on the extreme tip of the toe.
Point.
Yes. A full turn on the toe or ball of 1 foot in ballet.
A spin.
That sounds good, but it's not the right answer. And posture, in which the body is bent forward from the hip on one leg with one arm extended forward and the other arm and leg backward.
It looks cool.
No, that one is arabesque. And the full turn on the toe or the ball of the foot, that's called a pirouette. But you got two of them. Good job. Toss up, both teams. What do reporters claim as protection when they are asked to Benton, Eli?
First Amendment.
More specific, please.
First Amendment right to freedom of the press.
Yes. I needed freedom of the press. That's what we were looking for. Okay, you get C's of the world. Identify each major sea from the geographic clues given. The part of the South Pacific between Southeast Australia and Western New Zealand.
Tasman Sea.
Tasman Sea.
Yes. Sea between Europe and Asia connected with the Aegean Sea. Answer?
Mediterranean Sea.
No. Salt lake that lies between Europe and Asia.
Dead Sea.
Dead Sea.
No. And sea lying due north of Canada's Northwest Territories.
It said Beaufort Sea.
Beaufort Sea.
Yes. Okay. So the sea between Europe and Asia connected with the Aegean Sea, I have Black Sea. And the salt lake between Europe and Asia I have is the Caspian Sea. Okay.
We considered it.
All right. Next toss-up. Complex conjugates are defined as a pair of binomials in a given form. State both. Benton, Eli?
A plus BI.
No. State both forms using A and B as real numbers, Parkview. Jake?
A plus BI, A minus BI.
Yes. That's okay. Uh-oh, well, you have math questions.
Awesome.
Consider the following function. F of x equals -3 minus 4 sine of the quantity 2x plus pi. I will give you 15 seconds as you need it for each of these answers, okay? First one. What is the function's amplitude?
4 pi.
No. What is the function's period?
4 pi.
No. What is the magnitude and direction of the function's horizontal shift?
It's -4 to the right.
No. And finally, what is the magnitude and direction of the function's vertical shift?
3 down.
Yes. Okay. Function's amplitude is just 4. Just 4. The function's period was pi. You had to divide by the coefficient of that x. Okay. The magnitude and direction of the horizontal shift would have been pi over 2 to the left. Okay. Back to toss-up. We have one more bonus. Highlights of this observance include eating the Seder meal. Parkview, Jake?
Passover.
Yes. All right, you have environmental disasters. When given the description of an environmental disaster, tell where it occurred. In 1989, an Exxon oil tanker runs aground, spilling 11 million gallons of oil into this sound.
Puget.
No. In 1986, the worst nuclear disaster in history occurs when a safety experiment goes wrong, killing an estimated 4,000 people and exposing over 500,000 people to high levels of radiation.
Chernobyl.
Yes. In 2010, the Deepwater Horizon explosion kills 11, badly injures 9 more working on a modern drilling rig, spilling an unprecedented amount of oil into the environment.
The Gulf of Mexico.
Yes. The most serious accident in the history of the American nuclear power industry occurs here in
3 Mile Island.
Say again?
3 Mile
Yes.
Island.
Yes, I just didn't hear the 3. And the first one, the sound was the Prince William sound.
It was in Alaska.
All right, that's the conclusion of the second quarter of play. Score at this time, if there are no challenges on the bonus questions, score at this time is Benton at 120, Parkview at 110. Parkview, you will have the first option of the lightning rounds. Here are the lightning rounds and their descriptors. We have national parks. When given a park in our national park system, identify the state in which it is located. We have British poets. Name the British poet who wrote each of the following. And we have health. Identify the following related to the human heart and circulatory system. You have 60 seconds. Jake, as soon as you know, please let me know.
Bill, Parkview, they're battling back. What
They
if they're
are.
within 10?
And you know, the games we've watched before, the 60-second round would play a part, but this time the 60-second round's crucial. This game, for all practical purposes, is dead even. And actually, Parkview right now has a little bit of an edge because they get to choose the first choice, and they know their strengths. So they're going to pick an area that they possibly could run. Now, that doesn't happen very often. We've had several matches this morning. We've seen the 60-second round run twice.
Yes.
Okay, but like I said, these two teams being 10 points apart, they're just dead even. It's
So
like starting all over.
Oh my goodness. So it's really close and it's really exciting in this studio, and it feels like a nail biter.
Well, it is.
So
This one's what I call a barn burner.
A barn burner.
That's
Yes.
right. It's going to really be close, and it's going to depend on which one comes out of this round, because if you mess up now, you could get yourself into a hole that it'd be very difficult to dig out of in that fourth
Okay,
quarter.
so what should they be thinking now coming up?
Let's find out what my strength is. Let's find out what players I've got that can get me through that 60-second round and get me at least 80 points. And
Okay.
hopefully 120.
Okay, and so what do you think the coaches are thinking? What are they telling the teams now?
They're polling their teams right now. That's what
Okay.
they're doing. They're trying to figure out, all right, what's the freshest in your mind? I mean, which one of you knows the most about this topic, or which one of you knows the most? Who's got the confidence that they'll give an answer real quick? That's what they're looking for. They're looking for that kid that's cool, calm, and collected.
Okay, so will we see any risk-taking during this time, or just steady as we go?
Yeah, I think steady as you go. I don't
Okay.
think you
No
want to
risk
take any
taking.
risk.
Okay, all righty. Well, we're going to go back to the match.
All right. The teams have chosen their categories. Parkview has chosen health, and Benton has chosen British poets. So Parkview, we'll start with you. On health, you're to identify the following related to the human heart and circulatory system. Jake, be sure if you interrupt me, you're speaking loud enough that...
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, here we go. Carries blood from the heart to be distributed throughout the body.
The arteries.
No. Study of the heart and its action in diseases.
Cardiology.
Yes. Veins at each side of the neck that return blood from the head.
Jugular.
Yes. Blood vessels that carry blood from the heart to the body.
Arteries.
Yes. Abnormally high blood pressure.
Hypertension.
Yes. An abnormal blood-filled bulge of a blood vessel, especially an artery.
Aneurysm.
Yes. An artery that conveys blood from the heart to the lungs.
Pulmonary.
Yes. Term used to describe any heart defect present at birth.
Congenital.
Yes. The outer membrane that surrounds the heart.
Pericardium.
Yes. The pair of arteries that pass up the neck and supply blood to the...
Carotid.
Say again?
Carotid.
Yes. Very good. Very good. Just missed the first one. All right, the first one, Benton, carries blood from the heart to be distributed throughout the body.
Veins.
Okay, I have aorta.
Yeah.
Okay,
And I knew that after I said arteries.
that happens. Still, you got 90 points. That's very good. Okay, Benton, you chose British poets. You're to name the British poet who wrote each of the following. Okay, here we go. Charge of the Light Brigade.
Tennyson.
Yes. A Thing of Beauty.
How's that? KETS?
Keats.
Yes. A Better Resurrection.
Done.
No. Anthem for Doomed Youth.
Pass.
Pass.
Gunga Din.
Rudyard Kipling.
Yes. Meeting at Night.
Pass.
The Flea.
Pass.
Dover Beach.
That's Arnold.
Arnold.
Yes. Kubla Khan.
That's
Coleridge.
Yes. She Walks in Beauty.
Blake. Is it Blake?
It's not Blake.
I think it is Blake. Say Blake. Say that.
Blake.
No. Okay. All right. A Better Resurrection.
Yates.
No. Anthem for Doomed Youth.
Houseman.
No. Let me see, number 6. Meeting at night.
Wilfred Owen.
No. The Flea.
Wilfred Owen.
No. And She Walks in Beauty.
Dunn.
No. Okay, guys, you both guessed Dunn, but on the wrong one. Dunn is The Flea.
Oh.
Dunn was The Flea. Okay, She Walks in Beauty was Lord Byron.
That's.
A Better Resurrection was Rossetti. Anthem for Doomed Youth was Owen. Meeting at Night was Browning. Already told you The Flea, and we got the others. Okay. All right, that's the conclusion of the third quarter of play. Are there any challenges? All right, then at the third quarter of play, close game. Benton at 170, Parkview at 200. Substitutions? Yes. Okay, fourth quarter, we have a close game. Good luck to both teams. Deep breath. Get those buzzers going, okay? First question. What is the special name of a polygon whose vertices all lie on a circle? Parkview, Jake.
Circumscribed.
No? Ben, Eli.
Inscribed.
Inscribed is what I have, yes. In what U.S. city would you find the Buckhead Diner, Centennial Olympic Park, and the Coca-Cola Museum? Benton, Eli.
Atlanta.
Yes. He was temporarily blinded by a poison gas attack during his service. Parkview, Jake.
Hitler.
Yes. Very good, in World War I. Number 34, now often used to refer to chaos. Excuse me. What name was given to Satan's capital city of hell in Milton's Paradise Lost? Answer? Parkview, Jake.
Panic.
No. Benton. Eric.
Pandemonium.
Yes.
Well done.
Nice.
Math question. Express your answer to this problem in simplest terms. Multiply the sine of theta times the secant of theta times the cotangent of theta. Parkview, Alex.
1.
Yes. Number 36, sources of these cells include mammary glands, bone marrow, and the umbilical. Parkview, Jake.
Red blood cells.
No, vein. Name these cells with adult and embryonic types. Eli.
Stem cells.
Yes. How many punctuation marks should be used when writing the next passage correctly? I've had it with you. You just don't want to listen. I've told you several times that your U's look like W's. Benton, Alex.
4.
No. Parkview, Laura.
6.
Go up 2 more and you got it. It's 8. All right, number 38. What British Prime Minister wrongly stated that the Munich Pact would bring peace in our time? Benton, Eli.
Churchill.
No. Parkview, Jake.
Chamberlain.
Yes. Currently under construction is an outdoor mountain carving that will be bigger than those, Benton, Alex.
Stone Mountain in Georgia.
No, than those of Mount Rushmore. Who is to be depicted in this monument? Parkview, Laura?
Obama.
No, not yet anyway. No, this is going to be Crazy Horse. Number 40. In which novel, partly based on the life of Robert Nixon, is Mary Dalton murdered by Bigger Thomas, A work of Richard Wright. Parkview, Jake.
Native son.
Yes. What term refers to the part of the Earth's atmosphere between the stratosphere and the thermosphere? Benton, Alex.
Mesosphere?
Yes. Number 42. This author wrote the short story, Why I Live at the P.O. Name this writer who also wrote the 1973 Pulitzer Prize-winning novel, The Optimist's Daughter. Parkview, Jake.
Lewis.
No. Benton? Alex.
Ferber?
No, it was Welty, Eudora Welty. Its tributaries include the Iver and the Vasa, and it flows into the Black Sea near Tucson, Romania. Name this second largest river in Europe that flows through Belgrade. Benton, Ryan?
The Danube?
Yes.
Good job.
Number 44. While practicing law in South Africa, he developed, Benton, Alex.
Gandhi?
Yes. Sorry, I had to look. Thought I had to take another part of the answer, but that's correct. Mohandas Gandhi. Number 45. This device was invented during World War II by Hurley Smith, for which he received a patent in 1947. Name this accessory which has become part of a nerd or geek. Benton, Eli.
Fanny pack.
No. All right, Jake.
Pocket protector.
It is a pocket protector. I didn't know the fanny pack was a nerd or a geek.
Absolutely.
I didn't
it is.
either.
Surprise.
I take it, Alex, you use it.
I'm a fan of the fanny
Okay. Number 46. Anthrax is caused by a rod-shaped bacterium. Benton, Alex.
Bacilli?
Judges.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Good job.
That would be the plural of
bacillus.
bacillus. Yes. Okay. The tangent of angle theta is 4/3. What is the cotangent of angle theta? Alex?
3/4.
Yes. Number 48. Which African American author wrote Oak and Ivy, Candlelight and Time, and The Sport of the Gods? Benton, Alex.
Haley.
No? Parkview? Jake?
Dunbar.
Yes.
Whoa.
Good job. Math question. Give the domain, range, and period of the function y equals cosine x. Parkview, Jake.
The domain is all positive values of x. The range is all real numbers, and the period is 2 pi.
No. Benton, Eli.
The domain is all real numbers. The range is -1/2 to 1/2, and the period is 2 pi.
You're almost right. Have you graphed cosine x?
I have.
It has an amplitude, you know, of 1. Yeah. So the range is -1 to 1.
Oh.
Okay. Last question. The Hurt Locker was a movie released in 2008 about the war in Iraq. What was the mission of the elite squad? Parkview, Josh.
Bomb destroyers,
Say again.
bomb destroyers.
Speaker.
They went in, took out mines.
Judges.
We're not sure
Oh.
what he's
Okay,
saying.
we're still not clear on your answer.
They went in and took out IEDs, improvised explosive devices.
Yes, okay,
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Thank you. Anyway, they wanted the mission of the elite Bravo Company soldiers, and it was they were called a bomb squad, or they defused was the word we had, but took out IEDs is correct. Wow. Are there any challenges? All right, then, at the end of this, and this was a good game, guys, really good. We have Benton at 250, Parkview at 280.
Wow, 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 Bill.
That was a good one.
I'm catching my breath after that one.
That was a dandy.
What
Neither
just
one of those
happened?
teams need to hang their heads, I'm telling you. Those were good teams. And we said it when we went into the 62nd round that at that point Parkview probably had the edge, and they capitalized on that edge. They got themselves a 30-point lead. See, they went into the 62nd round 10 points down, came out 30 points up. All right, that meant that Benton had to play catch-up. And they did it very well. As a matter of fact, I thought that since they had played so well in the first quarter on the toss-ups, that they would come back and they would probably win the game. However, Parkview just stayed with it. They were patient. We talk about patience all the time. They waited for the questions to come to them. They answered them. It was just a wonderful game.
It was a wonderful game. And now we're going to go back to the set for the awarding of the trophy and the check.
We're so proud of these two teams. They've battled it out all year long and have had great matches. This is our best match so far of the day, the closest match so far of the day. We're very proud to introduce to you the Arkansas Governor's Quiz Bowl, second place in the state of Arkansas in Class 6A, Benton High School.
Wow, what a game. Only last question, thumping it down. Here's a $1,600 check for your troubles, okay?
Appreciate it.
It's not a bad payout.
No.
We're very, very proud of our Class 6A champion for the Arkansas Governor's Quiz Bowl Association. Congratulate Parkview High School.
What an outstanding game, and you're a worthy champion. Congratulations, $3,200 academic scholarship.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
And now for the 6A All-Tournament team members, Carolyn Schry.
Well, for the 6A group, we now have these All-Tournament team members. Madison Engel from Mountain Home, Brady Rowe from Lake Hamilton, Alex Shell from Benton, Eli Nahu, who did make this team too, from Benton, Jake Winley from Searcy, Ian Rogers from Van Buren, and it looks like our MVP this time, with an average of 15.5 questions per game, is Jake Kimmerly. Thank you.
Congratulations, Jake. Here's your medallion and your trophy. Congratulations.
Thanks.
And here's a scholarship for $250. Congratulations.
Thank you.